Hey guys, it's Ben here, and welcome to my snapshot overview for Snapshot 13W16A, the first snapshot since the 1.5.1 release of Minecraft in general, I guess. And yeah, so there's a lot of cool things. There's horses and mules and leashes and a bunch of cool stuff. So first off, I want to talk about the carpets. Now, the carpets are crafted by placing two wools like this, and there is a bunch. For every color, there's a carpet, and the carpets don't have a hitbox, so essentially it's like a torch or anything that doesn't have a hitbox, you can walk right through it. So let's say like snow, for example, you can walk through it, and a cool thing you can do with carpet is, oh, whoops, not that, but if you get sand, it acts like a torch. You can put a block like this, drop the sand, and the sand breaks. So, you can carry carpet around. And one thing to note with the carpet is when you place the two blocks beside it, it only gives you one carpet. So that's a very low exchange rate. I'd assume that would be fixed eventually in the later snapshots, but for now that's how it is. And carpets can also be moved by sticky pistons and be pulled. So I don't know what kind of uses that would bring to Minecraft in vanilla or in general, I guess. But that's a thing you can do. Now, on to other things. There's new blocks called hay bales. Well, they're actually not called anything. They're just nameless. Essentially what they are is just wheat in a bunch. There's no crafting recipe for them yet, and you can place them in any direction just like logs. And let's say I go into game mode 0, you can actually feed them to horses. And since I right click to feed them, I also mounted, but as you can see, it's no longer in my hotbar. I don't know, and they open their mouth. I don't know if when they eat, but I don't know if this is any better than wheat. All I know is wheat or hay bales, they'll heal them, they'll make them grow if they're baby horses or foal, and full is what they're essentially called. And so yeah, heal, grows them, and feeds them. So that's it for the hay bales. There's no crafting recipe yet. I think I already mentioned that. I don't know why that appeared in my hand again, but whatever. It actually feeds them. So the second thing you'll notice right here is a leash, or a lead. Proper term would probably be lead for horses, but since you can actually strap them onto animals, so let's make them stand up, I can actually make them follow me. So that is pretty cool. Now, if you do get far enough, wait, let me get into creative. If I do get far enough, the leash will break and you'll drop one. Now, to actually attach an animal to a post, it needs to be a fence post. Wait, let me make it time day. To a fence post, you need to have two in your hands. So, as you saw when I was in stop jumping. When I was in survival mode, I only had one in my hand, but when you have two, one goes onto the dog or whatever animal and right on the post, and you can see now he is attached and he won't go anywhere. So this works for cows, sheep, dogs. I don't know if it works for hostile mobs. I'd assume it wouldn't, since they'd probably kill you while you'd be trying to do it. But that's that. Another thing to note is that the leashes are nameless, and there's no crafting recipe for them yet. So I'd assume that's a bug, or not a bug, but it will be like fixed soon. They just forgot to add it in. And this looks silly. So yeah, that's the leash or the lead. Now another thing that is cool is horses. So the main feature of this snapshot. So here we'll spawn a horse, and this one is already an adult horse. So the way you want to do to tame them, you just right click on him to mount him, and as you can see, he kicks us off, or this is actually called breaking the horse. So then he throws us off and then get it back on again. This guy is very, very tough. And when you tame him, you'll see hearts appear. So we're just going to keep on trying. Oh, already. There you go. You saw the hearts. And now what you want to do is left shift to come off, and then make a saddle so you can actually ride him. It's a horse saddle. So the way you want to make this is five leather like this with iron, not this one, that's an accident, and it gives you a horse saddle. Now once you take the horse saddle, walk up to your horse, right click, and then you're on. And the way to control him essentially is just, oh, and he teleported to me because he wasn't sitting, so left shift to come off. That's one thing to note with dogs if you forget. But it's just like walking, and depending on the kind of horses, I haven't tested out yet, but some horses will go faster than others, some will have more health. Like, let's see, this one has 12 health. The hearts at the bottom right, they look a little bit different, but that doesn't really matter. Then if I hop onto this horse, he has 13 health. So that's one thing to note, and some of them go faster, some of them go slower, so let's ride him off, see how fast it goes. This one's pretty slow, and they kind of are glitchy a little bit. You can go through like trees and leaves and stuff, and there's a bar at the bottom if you guys noticed. What you want to do is just press spacebar, charge it up, and you see at the end there's that orange bar. You want to get it right in between there, and that's when you get the maximal jump. And he's drowning. He's gonna probably walk back to shore, I'm assuming, but as you saw, he took damage there, so if we hop on, you'll see that he's probably gonna miss some hearts. Not even because he regenerated, but the way you want to feed him is actually, let's take a lead to make him follow us. The way you want to heal these guys is just by giving them wheat. There's no signs, you have to just look at their hearts when you hop on. So that was the whoops, and now I broke all the leads. That's one thing to note when you attach them to the same post. Oh, it's because I'm in survival, that is why. So just note that when you're in survival. This guy is stubborn, so I'll just put him down here. So another thing to note is armor. This guy here has diamond armor. The way you can make armor, if he doesn't run off, just like this with diamonds or iron or whatever block you want to use, then you put wool in the middle, any color, doesn't matter, and then you'll get armor. So for an example, I'll use gold. So then you walk over here, right click the horse, and boom, you've got armor. So it looks pretty cool. There's no armor bar, so I'm assuming they just absorb the shock or whatever, because see, it doesn't increase hearts either, so I'm just assuming he'll absorb more damage or something like that. So cows and horses are similar in the way that they drop leather. So generally what you want to do is kill cows to get leather and you get meat. But if you're cruel and you like killing animals, you'll kill these guys. And one thing to note is they don't make noises. You don't hear them scream or anything. So that's kind of weird. I'm assuming that it will be fixed. And when you kill them, when they have saddle, it gives you a normal horse saddle. I don't know why that is, but I'm assuming that will be fixed, or they'll just put both pig saddles, I don't know. And it gives you leather, so if you want to start breeding these guys, which doesn't work right now, you just take 2 wheat to 2 horses. But, oh yeah, I killed my horse. And it gives you leather. So that was it for the armor. Now the mules. The mules are rarer than these horses, and by the way, they spawn in plains. So these didn't spawn naturally here. I spawned them using a spawn egg. But these are a little bit more stubborn than horses. It takes a little longer depending on the horse or the mule. So once you get on them, you can take chests and just right click them with the chest, and it makes this little chest appear on him, on his backside. But you can't actually access it. Every time I right click, I just hop on him, or even if I shift then right click, I just get on him and then dismount. So and also if I'm on him and I press my inventory, let me go in survival here for a second. Whoops, that's creative. If I go on survival, there's no extra storage or anything, so that's pretty weird. And you can also ride him just like the other guys. I'm assuming this will be easier for moving around. Let's say you got a lot of stuff to carry around, you can just take this guy. And you can't actually put armor on these guys, which kind of suck, but they do have more hearts, so that's a good thing. If you kill them, they'll also give, what's it called? Leather. So that's another thing to note. One thing that's weird is in the changelog, this doesn't have to do anything with horses, but according to the changelog, if you stay in one area for a longer period of time, you'll actually start to make the mobs that spawn around you more difficult. So let's say you wait, a skeleton might spawn and he might have more hearts than a usual skeleton, something weird like that. A creeper might be harder, things like that. So that's another thing to note. And I forgot to do a demonstration here, but there's a new thing with the with the Respiration 3 helmet. So let's get a helmet and let's get Respiration 3. Which one is it? 3? I don't know if it works with 1 and 2, but in the changelog it just says Respiration 1, so put an anvil down, put this and this. When you have a Respiration 3 helmet on, if you jump in a body of water, you'll notice that it's a lot more clear. You can see pretty much the bottom of the ocean. It's not bright as day, but I mean, if you come down here, you can clearly see this is clay, and this is dirt, and this is gravel or whatever. And this is sand, I meant. And if you take it off, it's pitch black dark. You can't see anything. Well, I can't see anything in my case. So this will be really good for like mining underwater or whatever, or if you're like trying to find clay or tunnels or what is it you're trying to find. So that was pretty much it, guys, for the new... Actually, no. Almost forgot one thing. The way that you want to make... See, this is a foal. This is called a, just like a normal baby horse. You want to get wheat. I explained this, but I didn't show it. So you take wheat. And this actually reminds me of the troll that the Minecrackers did. Where I actually believed it, but where if you fed animals... Let's just try to get them away. For some reason, they like to be closer to the nearest adult, so I don't know if that's a spawn behavior or I don't know. So just give him wheat, right click, and he gets gradually bigger until he is an adult. Then you can tame him and do whatever. Then it's gonna throw me off. Or see, look, see, depending on the horse or just the odds, they might take less time to tame. But that was pretty much it, guys, for this 13W16A snapshot. This was the first snapshot after the 1.5.1 release for Minecraft. So if you guys would like to download it, I'll have a link down in the description. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And I'll see you guys all in the next video.